Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
The one thing that I'm noticing around Bengals fans since our schedule was released, they're kind of overlooking us. And, I just can't wait to go out and prove to everybody in the world that the Browns are different and that this team is different. And the key that's going to make that happen is we have to go 1-0 each week. Like, if we win a game, we have to forget about it. If we lose a game, we have to forget about it because there's new challenges and teams are going to test you in different ways and you can't get caught up looking forward or looking ahead of the game. I think that Kevin Stefanski has to really harp on that because we've done that and that's when we fall short. So I'm excited to be tested this early. So, yeah, go Browns.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Randy Gurzy from Dog Pound Daily. Randy, I don't want to say they're on a different level, but the Bengals been to the conference championship game the last 2 years, to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. I get why their fan base may be overlooking that opener, but great. That gives the Browns a chance.
Yeah. It does. And, I mean, one thing I noticed with Browns fans, they do get a little bit frustrated feeling like they're being overlooked, that teams don't take them seriously. And unfortunately, there's a reason for that. Since 1999, they've kind of been historically bad. So, these teams do kind of overlook them sometimes. And, the only way to fix that is by making them respect you. Teams aren't going to respect us because we ask them to. We have to actually go out there and prove that they deserve it.
Yeah, and if you think about it, the year they made the playoffs and beat the Steelers in the first round, the following year there was some respect. The last 2 years, they haven't gotten it done. They have underachieved relative to, I think, the way the roster was.
Yeah, and again, it goes back to the fans obviously aren't controlling what the team's doing, but you saw the fans really kind of after that playoff run acting like, well, we've arrived, and we're better than the Steelers now, and we're ready to start competing with all these great teams, and they weren't. It takes a lot to learn how to win, and I think that the voicemail he hit the nail on the head where he was talking about you have to forget about each game after it's done. You can learn from it, but you got to put it behind you. And I think we saw last year when they had a couple of losses. You had that loss to the Jets, a loss to the Falcons early. It really compounded. They didn't put it behind them and take that next step. They really let it beat them up and let it eat away at them. So hopefully Stefanski can get them to put that kind of stuff behind them this year.